Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to our Montessori homeschooling classroom. Today we will be talking about our math shelf activities, and before we proceed ahead with explaining the details about the activities which I have placed for my 3 years old, just to clarify one thing, I don't have a teaching background. I have learned the Montessori method all by my own, by doing some personal researches, reading books, going through journals, and following some amazing accounts from Montessori teachers on the Instagram. And still I'm in the process of learning. So since I have started from the scratch, so that I am preparing all these materials and videos to show you people and make it a little bit easy for you to follow the Montessori method at home. And the best thing about the Montessori in math is that Montessori materials help children approach math with hands-on visual and physical learning, which we hardly find in traditional schools. These materials allow students to attach concrete knowledge to the often abstract concept in maths. It's more of, I call it, fun way of learning. Okay, so the first thing I'll show you is this pink tower, which comes under sensorial shelf activities. It's made of wood, very well painted. It comes with different dimensions, differ in weight as well as. Pink tower actually helps to build a concept of size and dimension. It also helps in visual discrimination. It also helps in visual discrimination, awareness of dimension, leading to understand of sizes in environment. And while building the pink tower, definitely it helps the kids to strengthen their fine muscular coordination. And the next thing which I have placed for my 3 years old is the colorful Montessori beads. It's basically the symbols of teens. So we started at the beginning with the quantity counting. It's like 1 bead, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then comes the teen. This is the Montessori teen symbols and quantity. So over here the yellow represents 10 bar. So what you have to do is you have to count along with the kid the quantity and the colorful stair beads. So it's like 10, 11, and then comes 10, 11, and 12. 10, 11, 12, and 13. So on till your kid master the teens quantity as well as the symbols. And it also helped the kids to learn the numbers and their consequences. It also helps them to correctly associate between the spoken number and its quantity. And not to forget the hooks over here. It's very fun, helps the kid to concentrate and gain more control over placing the 10 bars inside the hook. It's itself actually a new skill for the kids to learn. The next which I have placed for my kid is I have laminated a puzzle. It's from 1 to 10. So once he is placing the number in sequence, the puzzle will be formed. It's just a fun way of learning. And the next we have over here is the sandpaper's number. So these are Montessori sandpapers. Feels like sand, so we can even trace the number using our two fingers. because it's very important in the Montessori for the kid is to touch, to feel, to know how exactly what they are learning. It's not just about memorizing the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, to feel them and to know more about them. It helps them to remember and understand the concrete information. We are also using the counter quantity, so means you can do several activities with these sand numbers, not only tracing with the fingers, even you can use it. I have used some seashells which we are using for the quantity counting. So it's 4, he has to place 4 seashell along with the number. In the next shelf, I have placed the teens and tens. So here we are learning, and the teen board, it's again a Montessori teen board. So I have the number here, like for example, it's 3. So the kid has to make it 13. There you go, it's 13. So you have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, you go until 19. Even we can shuffle the numbers and let your kid, once you're sure that your kid knows the teens, you can shuffle the number and let your kid place the number in sequence. And even you can skip one counting. You can put 11, skip the 12, put 13, skip 14, and let the kid fill the blanks. So there are a lot of different type of activities you can do using the teen symbols. Here I have placed for my 3 years old the 10, since you cannot present 10 until and unless you make sure that your kid has mastered the teens symbols as well as the quantity to avoid confusion. So once he did, you can present him the 10. So over here is a 10 board where we have 10, 20, 30. So we are doing the quantity. So means in Montessori we comes with the quantity first and then we moves to the symbols. So I have placed for him some golden beads, bar of 10. So what the child has to do is, you have to teach the child, it's like number 10. Count with the child the 10 bar. So it comprises of 10 units. So it comes 110. Next is 20. So what we say is 110, 210, and then 110, 210, 310. Makes it 30. So on. So you have to first make sure your kid understands the tens and how we count it. Once he mastered the tens, and then you can move ahead and teach the kids about the symbols, which comes 10, then 20, then 30, and so on. The next shelf I have placed for my 3 years old is 100 quantity. So it's all in a sequence, means once the kid is mastering your teens and tens, you can move ahead and show them the 100 board. This is the 4th time my kid has completed the 100 board. We have the number still 100, and this is the control chart in case if he needs help or he forget one of the number, he can go ahead and check from the control chart. So far he has completed the 100 board 4 times, and this is the 5th time he did it till 20 and he stopped. So once the kid is stopped, it's fine. You can't force them to redo the work until and unless they feel of doing so. So it's all the matter of repeating the same thing again and again until they are done with it and memorize it very well. And here I have started introducing him with the golden beads. The golden beads is all about introducing your child to the big number. Then comes the addition, multiplication, subtraction, and so on. So this is the basic lesson we started with the golden beads, where here we are representing unit, and here we are representing 10 bar, comprises of 10 units. And then here we are representing 100 square, and the last we have 1000 cube, and we have the symbols and as well as the mats. The mat, the color on the mat represent our symbols colors. So the green is for the unit, blue is for the 10 bars, and the red is for the 100 square, and again the green is for the 1000 cubes. So this is how we represent it. So once the kid put for you a unit and 10 bar, 100 square, 1000 cube, you have to teach them the symbols. This next stage is symbols. So this is 1000, then comes 100, and then comes 10, and then comes 1. So basically you are slowly and gradually taking the kid towards the big number. So this will be 1111. At the end of this video, I will share a detailed video of the first 2 basic levels of how to do the golden beads with your 3 purse. And the last shelf I have placed for him the basic work again. We are doing some measurements. We have the 60 centimeter scale and the 20 centimeter scale. We started the glue measurement, the normal just for the fun, and the basic using the scale and how we are doing the measurements. These are just the basic one. I'm not moving with any advanced level since he's just 3 and he is still struggling in completing or completing a line with his own. The next I have placed for him a spindle box. The spindle box is again you're practicing the quantity with your kid. It represents when you're teaching your kid the value of 0 and then the quantity from 1 to 9. So the spindle box comprises of these beautiful woods where you have 0 means no value, 1 and then 2 and then comes 3. So the kid has to put the same quantity. It's like 1, 2 and 3. Move to the next one. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Once the kid completed till 9, he will be left with no more wood. So it's the same exact quantity. He can complete it and he can make sure he has made a mistake if some of the quantity is missing or not in the right place. And at the last, I have presented some fine motor skills. It's some screw work. We have some small cute nuts for him to close it, and screwdriver, which he uses he's been using this for like 8 months now. Once he's done with it, he will give it back, and once he's interested, he come back and take it. It's very good for fine motor skills. It's very important that we give our kids the activities when they are 2+ we start, or 1+ we start with gross motor skills, and then gradually we shift it to the fine motor skills. And at this stage, I'm presenting him most of the fine motor skills to make sure that he's very good in grabbing the pencils. The fine motor skill definitely help the kids not only to grab the pencils and colors, even it helps them for early writing itself. And the last thing over here, I have presented him with the quantity counting roads. So it has blue and red color where it's made of wood. It's very beautiful. The kid can feel the 3D and how the color represent, each color represent a number. It's like red is 1, so the next will be 1 and 2. And go on 1, 2 and 3. This helps them in quantity, in the dimension, short and tall forms. You can do several activities with these things. The Montessori materials are all made of wood, representing nature. So we want to keep our kids close to the nature and make them learn things through tangible products, rather than abstract information, filling them with all this abstract information. And the beautiful thing about Montessori, the kid will always find the environment well prepared. So you have to make sure to well prepare the environment, and it should be at the height of your kid. So whatsoever activity they're willing to do, they can grab it, sit and start doing it. And once they are done, they have to place it back. If you have any question and concern, feel free to comment downside of the video, and I'll make sure to get back to you all. Thank you so much for watching.